Good morning, girls. Well, actually, by the time you watch this, it'll be afternoon. Today, we're going to be looking at student loans. So what I'd like you to do is, firstly, if you haven't already, mark the previous work. I know it was quite lengthy and quite cumbersome, particularly exercise 1, but it was just to give you experience of working with simple interest and compound interest without using a formula. All right, and I know it sounds strange that I'm not wanting you to use a formula at the moment, but that's because you get more of an understanding of the time frames if you're not just plugging it into a formula on your calculator and pressing equals. Okay, you're actually having to think about each year or each month or whatever the case is. Okay, so today we're looking at student loans, and a student loan is different to a normal loan in the sense that a normal loan, you have to start your repayments immediately to pay the loan back. Whereas with a student loan, obviously you're not going to be working because you're going to be studying full-time. So the way a student loan works is that while you are studying, you only have to pay the interest on the loan every month or every year, or depending on how frequent your payments are. Okay, so let's look at this worked example together. It's on page 121 of your textbook. And I'd like you to go through it with me quite carefully. What it looks at is the difference in this young man, Jared, getting a student loan, like through the bank or through his college or whatever it is, or getting a loan from his grandfather, or which would just be a normal loan, not a student loan. Okay, so I'm going to read through with you. Jared is in grade 12 this year. He wants to go to the local technical college next year to study computer graphics. He's working hard at school to get accepted into the college. His tuition fees for the one-year course will be 22,500 Rand, and he needs to buy books and a laptop, so he will need a total loan then of 30,000 Rand. He has two options. A student loan from Pegasus Bank. Yes, Pegasus. This textbook loves Pegasus Bank. And that student loan charges 11% per annum interest. He only needs to pay the interest in monthly installments while he is studying. Then he must pay the principal amount of the loan in 12 months. So the principal amount is what was originally loaned to him. So that means not just the interest, but the actual money that was loaned to him, with monthly repayments of 2,651 Rand 45 cents per month once he has graduated. Jared's father, so this is his other option, has offered to lend him 30,000 at 12% per annum compounded annually to be repaid in one lump sum in 2 years' time. All right, so both the loan amounts are the same. Jared's grandfather's interest rate is slightly higher at 12%, and both are also compounded annually. Right, so let's look at question 1.1. If Jared takes out a student loan, how much will Jared have to pay back in total during his year of study? Now remember, the interest is 11% per annum. All right, so he's got to pay 11% of 30,000 Rand per annum. So 11% of 30,000 Rand is equal to 3,300 Rand. So that's what he would have to pay in total by the end of the year. Okay, question 1.2, calculate his monthly payments for this period. Now they're referring to the period that he's still doing his one-year course. All right, so it's this 3,300, which is the total interest that he has to pay for the year, divided by 12 to get a monthly rate of 275 Rand. Right, 1.3, how much will he pay back in total for his loan? Right, so for the first year, he pays 3,300 Rand in interest. And then for the second year, remember, he must pay the principal of the loan in 12 months. So then that's the second year. After he's finished his course, there are 12 payments of 2,651 Rand and 45 cents. All right, so if we add the 3,300 Rand and the 12 installments of 2,651,45, we get 35,000 Rand, 117 Rand and 40 cents. Right, question 2. How much will Jared have to pay his grandfather if he accepts his loan? Right, so I'm going to do this slightly differently to the way the textbook does it. The interest is 12% per annum. So for the first year, because remember he's got to pay back in one lump sum at the end of 2 years. So we're going to work out the interest on 1 year first. So 12% of the 30,000 Rand that he was given is 3,600 Rand. And to that 3,600, we're going to add the 30,000. So that in total, at the end of the first year, he owes 33,600 Rand. All right, so this is all year one. All right, now let's look at year two. We're going to work out 12% again, this time of the 33,600. And that gives us a total of 4,032 Rand. Right, and then if we add that again to the amount 33,600, we get 37,632 Rand. Okay, and that obviously shows at the end of year two. Okay, lastly, question 3. Which option will be cheaper? Give a reason for your answer. All right, obviously the student loan is cheaper. And remember, when they ask you a question like this, you need to give evidence, or you've got to give an argument for your point. So we would say that 37,000 Rand, 37,632 Rand, which was his grandfather's total amount that he would have to pay back, minus the student loan, 35,117 Rand 40, gives a saving of 2,514 Rand 60 over the 2-year period. Thank you, girls. That's the end of today's lesson. So it's only a single. So if you could do exercise 3, it's really just one question. It's at the bottom of page 121. Please have that done for tomorrow's lesson. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day.